Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader, known as Fijian Traders. This is your host, Mr. Singh. NIO, ticker symbol NIO. Well, earnings is over. We had some lot of things to cover, folks, about earnings, about my portfolio, what are the key things was discussed on the earnings as well, and the technical side. And you can clearly see that what I talked about on the previous video, and we were 98% accuracy on that. Folks, buckle up, fasten your seatbelt. We have a lot to cover and I'm excited about it. So let's go. Let's dive on it. So, couple of things came out which I want to share with you guys is the good, the bad, right? I'm always going to share with you guys. So Morgan Stanley reiterated the buy rating for NIO, a price target of $13. When I see NIO at $13, folks, it hurts. It really hurts to say that I see NIO at $13 stock. NIO should be above easily a $50 stock, but now even the companies are saying it is $13. I understand why they're saying it, right? We all know about the operating expense and the administrative cost is high for NIO, and the revenue is there, but it's not there where they're supposed to be, right? So, like I said, the price target is $13. One of the analysts said it today. So also, on the tip ranks, also the analysis average return was 15.56 and a success of 32.89% ratio covers the sector of focusing of NIO, LEO, XPeng, and ADR, right? So NIO analysis consists of buy rating. The price target consensus was $7.60, which is an upside of 41% current level, and maintaining a stock rating of a $6 price target. It hurts to say that. It really hurts to me to say that. And NIO at $13, right? Also, whereas Barclays just cut the price target for NIO, Chinese stock have had a disappointing year. We know what happened to China with all the high inflation rate, also a recession hitting about in China, and the real estate industry has been taking a big hit. Well, there was no exception for NIO. The electric EV vehicle reported a fourth quarter earning yesterday with a revenue of $2.4 billion, up to 6.5% year-over-year on the line on. Right, this was driven by the delivery of over 50,000 vehicles, which by up 25% compared to 40,000 vehicles was delivered a year ago. However, the Q4's delivery growth trailed an overall delivery of 2023, which was up to 30%, right? The diluted net shares was 39 cents, and I'm glad to see that because it was estimated of a 51 cents, and I'm glad to see that. And after falling a short of estimated loss of 34 cents, a net loss of 756 million on making an YOE improvements. Remember, the Chinese stock does not have to report all their accurate the balance sheet to SEC, so they can hide funds. They can do that. It's very common. So I'm not, like I said, the earnings comes out with great, and they had mixed results, right? The NIO earnings had the mixed results. Why the stock didn't drop, actually, kind of made a rally back high, and we're gonna talk on the technical side a little bit later too. Also, NIO guided between a 1.4 billion to 1.56 billion, which was a signal of a decrease of 1.7% low, an increase of 3.8% on the higher end. Delivery are expected to go between 31 to 33,000, signaling a 0.1% decrease. So NIO needs to ramp up the decrease, right? Ramp up the delivery in order to make more profit, right? Another thing on this article was the gross margin was 7.5% over below where 9.4% was forecasted of consensus of 10.2, driven a weaker vehicle margin versus, right? They need to focus on the operating cost. They came out on that, right? Go back on the gross margin, you can clearly see that we had a dip on Q2. Q3 we made recovery, and Q4 we had a dip again. So like I said, I am not worried about NIO's performance. I'm just buying the stocks at discounted price. NIO is not my first rodeo. I've been trading 2018 with NIO. I've seen it highs, the lows, the lot of gains, the losses, right? I know when to cut my losses and talk about it. So still maintaining 30,000 shares. As I mentioned on my previous video, the only thing I added is my call options. I added a long-term $10 call option for 2026 actually, right? And so my apologies, it's 2025 to January of 2025, right? So I'm still up a hefty of 5.8%. I'm sitting on that. You can clearly see that my overall portfolio is high on NIO, right? But on my stock, I'm still down 1.35%. My average is roughly about $5.81. I could have sold it and got out and wait for a new entry. I know on the trend line, so I'm not worried about it. My plan is to add another 20,000 shares, but I'm waiting to see what is the momentum looks like, right? I want to see how the momentum. And further ado, let's talk on the technical side, folks. So my market opened up on Wednesday, which is today. Market opened up. You can see that my top to $5.33 was my resistance support level, right? Guess what? We broke to the really close on the when the market opened up, and then we rallied. We broke to the $5.53, and my next one was $5.86. I mentioned it on my video. I am not making it up, folks. Go watch my previous video. I did mention $5.86, and guess what? We're testing it. We did break out. The high for today was $5.88, and we got rejected, right? And even though we even though we closed the market today at $5.77, it's still sitting at about $5.80, somewhere roughly around there we are sitting. So as expected, it is what does the support excuse me, folks, and the resistance line, and I was dead on, right? I don't make things up. I read and analyze on technical chart, and I share with you guys, right? This is not what I make things up where it's like, okay, this is gonna be the thing, this is gonna happen. No, folks, I don't make things up. It is just based on the technical and the fundamentals. I'm not a financial advisor, folks, so don't call me on that. I am just doing my due diligence because I spent 12 years of trading, of making money, losing money as well, right? But making a lot of money in order to be in this position to trade this hefty fit on that, right? Also, I do a lot of stocks on my portfolio, so go ahead and check it out, because if you're interested on that, you can see I talk about the support and resistance, and the key levels is a key indication of either buy or sell. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, just doing my due diligence and share with you guys. So 5-day, we gotta look always on the 5-day, right? We talked about the trend in between trading this bank over here, and we broke out, right? And you can clearly see that we struggled today at $5.86. What are we looking on the technical side, right? Well, there is some good news, and I was mentioning with you guys that they're gonna cover that gap. On the 1 month, we still on the RSI. We kind of have this big jump, right? After we came $4.78, and even $5.04 area. But our pink line we are trading above, which is our 200-day EMA, right? My pink line is sitting at $5.67, and my blue line right here, which is $5.57. Time and time we came close, we got rejected. Now we coming to that close again, so we got to be very careful. But everything is pointing towards that, right? Everything is pointing towards an uptrend. So the magic blue pink line, right? It's sitting at $5.83, right? And I'm gonna put it on there. You can clearly see that it's sitting right here, right? $5.83. My resistance sitting at $5.86. We break that and we trade up here in between 586 to 656. It is gonna give us a confirmation for an uptrend. Everything is pointing towards it, but we've been getting destroyed time and time at that $5.86. And what I'm gonna do is kind of expand my chart so you guys can clearly see that, and time and time you can clearly see that we got rejected, right? So it is what it is, folks. And I'm gonna like I said, one more time, I want to put it on the pink line. You can see that we're getting rejected, right? A lot of trend lines on my chart, a lot of trend lines, a lot of support and resistance that I trade with that. So this is the 6 months, right? What the amount that we're gonna have the $6.17, right? Like I said, even though I have $6.65, what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna take it off, right? So we're gonna have kind of clear the chart up, right? So next is gonna be none other than, right? Once we broke out the $5.86, 86 cents, $6.17 will gonna come in play. Do we have momentum to break it, folks? Let me show you guys, right? Look at our MACD. Our MACD looks fabulous, right? Our MACD looks really, really good, right? And it has a lot of movement for an uptrend, right? I like what I see with our MACD. Whereas our RSI, right? Let's see where they're at. It's in neutral. It's on the neutral gear right now. So it has a lot of potential to run upwards too. Everything is pointing towards that. We had a beautiful day on the market as well, and we kind of gapped up, but we gotta break $5.86, right? Granted, NIO is a big time player. Right now it's been a sector move. We know how Chinese economy is suffering and now how the EV sector is suffering. But have a plan when you want to do that and trade it, right? Like I said, on the 5-day, everything is showing towards that. On the 1 month, we are trading above this moving average, but it's not a confirmation yet. Everything's pointing towards it, but we gotta wait and see. But is it gonna be a fake, or is it gonna come back to again? But if it doesn't break on that, then it is unfortunately coming back to $5.33 and even around at $5.01, which I'm very transparent when it comes to that, and I want to share with you guys. Folks, fasten your seatbelt. I love what I see. I'm invested heavily. My plan is to add another 20,000 shares. I'm here for a long run. I'm not here for $10. Stock goes to $10, hey, thumbs up. But I want this stock to be a $50 stock, and I've seen it many times with NIO and how these companies move, and especially NIO as a trader from 2018 with NIO, understanding all the time. I'm excited, and I love what is coming to a discounted price, and I'm excited about it. So thank you for watching it, and talk to you guys later. Next video coming up on the recap on Saturday morning. It's going to be a recap for the Thursday and Friday as well, and the whole week, and what we're looking on that. But I love what I see. If something changes, stay tuned for another video. Maybe just pop up. You never know. Thank you.